Let's do a take two of this. Apparently there was issue with my internet connection, so I'll actually wait until someone can join to know that we don't have that issue anymore. But yeah, so you guys can see it's definitely a little snowy. I was gonna do just a walking video, and then now that we're doing more of these streams, decided to just make it a stream instead. But depending on the internet, 4K. Hello, Action Kid. No, he's way cooler. He's the OG, so I can't even pretend. But welcome. Yeah, this is happening. Yeah, I figured this would be a little exciting, to say the least, because Vlada. Donna, hey Donna. Yeah, we're out here. Let me turn the camera around, because oh, and there's there's snow over the camera, so let me try that again. There we go. But hey everyone, yeah, this is happening, and of course I'm walking right behind the guy plowing the snow, so that's gonna just be lovely. So I'm gonna cross. But yeah, it is it's a little snowy. 4K, I don't know, let us know if this compares to how bad Toronto gets. But we're just in the middle of the street walking, and so far so good, so can't complain. And I'm walking against the wind, so hopefully that's bearable. But I'm outside, it's crazy, but I love it. Donna, yeah, you were posting some pictures on your IG yesterday. I saw that. That was very entertaining to see. We lucked out yesterday when Vlad and I were walking, because it snowed. It started to flurry right after, so we got like we got out of that okay. But was it 4K? We haven't got anything like this. No, I mean, is that have you gotten worse? Is that what that's supposed to mean? But no, I was gonna say it's been snowing all night, and usually in New York it snows for a bit and then it just stops. But it's been non-stop, and should be for the rest of the day too. So kind of interested to see how bad it gets. But yeah, so far so good. And let me know. I tried to stream, like, this is a take two. I think that's like my routine now. Go meet him and do a collab. He's in Midtown. No, I can't go to Midtown. That's an exclusive territory. But oh hey Manny. But no, yeah, I was saying I tried to stream, and apparently it was connecting to Wi-Fi, and I'm not near Wi-Fi, so I had to do this again. So we should be okay now. Whew. But yeah, it's as you guys can see, it's not a lot of people out, so I'm the crazy one apparently. But it is really pretty. I was like telling Vlad, so Vlad is at home, and she's also in the in the chat here as VD, so that's her rap name, just in case anyone is looking for any opening acts. But yeah, she's home. Finished some work projects early, so I was able to kind of run out like a kid that I got out of class early. So I'm doing that, and we're actually just walking towards Broadway now. And the plan for the video, Vlada, yeah, we're not jinxing it, because her day can either be smooth or things can happen. But so far, so rap name is Vladi Magoo's. Okay. But yeah, the plan for today, and I mean, again, kind of asterisk, if the battery dies, that's the end of it. But I want to walk towards downtown Brooklyn, because I mentioned this before. Brooklyn's unique because you can kind of walk in a general direction past a bunch. So I'm hoping we can possibly by the Barclays Center, and also and maybe even Carroll Gardens and like Cobble Hill. So kind of excited to see the train running above us. Donna Marie, you're missing the fun. Yeah, I was telling Vlad, I'm like, you sure you can't come? She's like, I can. I'm like, all right. But she's here in spirit and actually in the chat, so kind of like a unique thing. What'd she say? And yes, unfortunately missing the fun, stuck reading emails in Excel. Yeah, I don't think Maria's in the chat yet, but we were having, in the live stream yesterday, we were all saying all this work jargon that we were so excited for the day prior to Monday that we got it going yesterday. So she says, wait, 4K, mango. What's going on? Got a weird little message. Oh, we're good. And this is probably not safe, so please don't kill me in the comments, but as you guys can see, there's no cars except a little further up, so I'm gonna probably cross over in a second, but pretty bare. I think de Blasio put a message out that like you can only drive in emergencies, so like as you guys can see, there's not a lot of cars here, so oh, hey, Noel. Oh. Stay warm. Love you guys. I was letting that train pass, but hey, Noel. Yeah, I was actually going to say it's a solo walk today, but Vlada's in the chat. I know you had such kind words to say. Apparently, she resembles your daughter, so that's like, that always like warms our heart because you always have such like nice things to say. So she's in the chat, and yeah, we're all here in spirit though. Hey, Brian. Mango hose. Oh goodness. Vlada's, she's in her heart, she's like a rapper, like out of the South, and she'll probably saying this, but she has some bars, I'll just say that. And yeah, guys, let me know. So far so good, I suppose, but if the audio gets weird, be shy to let me know. I did some really phone, which involved tape and a plastic bag, so that's on the phone itself, and I have the one I speak to like tucked into my jacket. So what kind of boots you got? Timbos? Perfect time to clean my boots. And you got it. Got some Timbs for this weather. I almost wore my Knicks hat because it's a lot warmer than the hat I'm wearing, but I didn't want to essentially have like a New York. I got a big red jacket on too with Timbs. I just kind of wanted to not turn I wanted to put the chill on a little bit. What's up? But yeah, you guys see a couple of people here. Comments are going, so that's kind of cool. Let's see. I'll be back, guys. Need to pay attention. Yeah, Donna, be careful. It's not, I'm walking slow, but you know, if you don't have to watch, definitely prioritize getting to where you gotta be. Brian says butters. Drink coffee or hot chocolate, extra layer of clothes. Yeah, Noel, it's I got like 2 pairs of socks. I got like 2 sweaters, a vest, heavy jacket. I have like Nike pants under my jeans, so I'm bundled. But yeah, definitely that was the idea before I left today. Juice says, hey, it's a tad chilly out there, huh? You know, it's a little windy, but I think, you know, the news kind of blows things out of proportion, so it's not that bad. But and that's sarcasm. But yeah, it's a little snowy. And I was saying earlier that like I feel like in New York we get like maybe a night of snow and then it kind of dies off. But it was going hard last night, and kind of the same thing now. So interesting to see. Let's see. Yeah, everyone's saying hello to each other. Yeah, there's a good group in the chat. So thank you guys for joining. And yeah, this should be a cool one. I've never done one of these videos like walking in the snow, and I'm supposing this is going to be the best. Months ago, but we were quiet, but we're coming out of our shell a little bit, so we're talking now in these videos. And yeah, see some of these comments. Good to see you, Isaac. Wow, the snow is piling up. Yeah, it is. Like I mentioned, we're in Bushwick right now, so depending how you take it, some parts of the city are prioritized a little more in terms of getting, you know, the roads clear. So as you can see, it's fairly okay, to be honest, but because we're right under the street, of course, but kind of deeper into Brooklyn you get, it's not always as maintained, and you can see like it piles up pretty high on the sides, and with not a lot of people out, that's kind of expected. But yeah, it's really peaceful. This girl over here is like taking a picture. It's really pretty, and kind of get a better look at like the stores with the gates down. They have these like cool, I don't know if you call them murals, but they have like like street art, if you will. The side of this building looks awesome over here. You guys can see that. Whew. But yeah, it's I mean, expected, but a lot of stores closed today, especially in this area. We're right under the bridge, excuse me, the train, and more in that direction you have like Brownsville, but we're gonna walk through Bed-Stuy a little bit and kind of head to where we mentioned. Say hi there, many explorers. 4K when you guys move out. We actually moved, technically moved out last weekend, so we've been in our new apartment for a week now, and it's fairly close to where we are now. It's close to where our old one was, so in terms of like the videos we're like making, they're similar, just in general area since we're not that far. But yeah, we've been in a new spot for a few days now. Let's see, so keep up with the comments here. Maria said nope, yep, not like this in Florida, I would assume. Nabul, hey, how's it going? Everyone say hello to each other, so it's cool. So yeah, you guys will see, it's not a crowded street here, but it's kind of cool to see. Usually when it's like this, because it's pretty rough, when it first starts snowing, it's actually really pretty, and it still is, but it's actually a little difficult to walk around too. So definitely manageable, but just got to be careful. I got some music playing, so I'll talk over it so it's not too... Oh, we looked out, cool. But yeah, I can mention we got the J and Z trains above us, and I thought about taking the train and like recording from up there, but I thought it'd be like a little more fun to like just walk through it. A little more dangerous, I guess, but you know, we're okay. Maria says you can keep that over there. Yeah, I don't think we have a choice. But if the option ever exists, we'll gladly switch Florida weather with New York weather, especially this time of the year. But yeah, I mean, as long as you're like bundled up, I mean, that's without question, but that's the case now, so sorry. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't see any cars coming. And yeah, I think it should be like an all-day snow thing, so I suppose everyone's saying hello to each other. Cool. And apologies if I'm a little slow at looking at the comments, just because I'm trying to walk and not get the snow in my eyes with the wind and not die. So that I have to kind of prioritize those three slightly, but I'm peeking at the comments still. So Isaac, who is your favorite rapper from NYC? I'd have to say Nas. I didn't really have to think about that, just because when I was growing up, especially from Queens, I just loved like all his music. I like, you know, 2001 or so when he came out with Stillmatic. He had obviously the beef with Jay-Z. Jay-Z's awesome too, obviously, but like there was just something, Nas was like really, I don't know, I feel like you either were like a Nas fan or a Jay-Z fan. And I mean, we all love Jay-Z, but I just kind of always resonated to Nas and all his albums, like It Was Written, Illmatic, you know, just like classics. And that kind of formed my appreciation for like hip hop and like Nas in particular. So definitely a fan of him. But New York has a lot of great rappers, obviously, so it's not like saying he's bad means everyone else is, or saying he's good, everyone else is bad. Oh, Maria, it's 55. Oh, seems like a deep freeze if you ask me. Oh, man. 4K, so I think I know you would say Nas. The snow is pretty now. Give it about, yeah, Judith, I was saying that earlier. Like, it's pretty now, but once it, like, whether it's raining or just the dirt piles up, it turns kind of ugly pretty quick. But yeah, I like Jay-Z. I've appreciated his music as I've gotten a little older, Jay-Z, because I feel like his music now, like the 444 album, it's like adult stuff, and I'm not like from the streets, so I can't really relate to like his Reasonable Doubt albums, but he has some gems in his lines, so definitely a awesome rapper. News alert, Jay-Z is good. So but yeah, Nas is also the man. So let's just take a look. Noel says, what is your favorite place to eat? I think Vlad's in the chat here, so if she chimes in with anything otherwise, but we're pretty flexible. We love Thai food, Spanish food. It's funny, like on the weekends when we usually go out, we kind of are like, what kind of mood are we in? That's kind of the beauty of New York, but we usually just kind of go with what we're feeling, but we're pretty open. We're not fans of mayonnaise though, so maybe that's the exception. Let's see what everyone's saying. Hey Sammy, boy, it's a lot of snow. That is no lie. Let's see, Gio, I'm wearing my teddy jacket, bundling up in Florida. 4K, you're not a gangster? No, I'm not. I'm sorry to disappoint. I am not, and I'm okay with that. I'll let everyone else be instead. Let's see what else is saying. Brian, Jay-Z profited off of Void left by Biggie. You know, Jay-Z's talented. You know, I think talent rises above all, to be honest. And especially in the 90s, there's so many dope artists, like, not even just New York, but like, you know, you can also say the same thing about like when Big L left, because he was really coming up. And then obviously when he passed away, unfortunately, that opened a void for a lot of other New York rappers. So, yeah, I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but definitely give Jay-Z his credit. I don't even know how many albums deep he is, but you know, a lot of artists too, they make a good album, then they kind of fall off. So he's been consistent for so long that you kind of have to give the credit where it's due. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm in Brooklyn, and Biggie's obviously amazing as well. So you can see both sides of it for sure. Let's see what these comments are saying. Ooh, let's see. No one like Biggie. Yeah, Biggie is, I'm sure, I mean, anyone a fan of Biggie, there's a clip of him when he was like 17, like freestyle on the street corner in Bed-Stuy. It's like poetic. It's really awesome. If you guys have seen it, let me know. But it's a good clip to just be like, if you just want to see like raw talent, it's just like, that's it right there. And he uses some choice language, but I think we're all mature, so should be okay looking at that. Let's see what else. Never heard of that. Everyone's saying hello. Hey Renee. Haha, 4K Vlad's the gangster. That's true. I will not be shy to not say that. Please go to Coney Island Avenue, Forster Avenue, please. We're actually planning to walk, hey, my channel 11, I'm actually planning to walk towards the Calb and then make a left and head kind of towards like Fort Greene Park. And we're also not super duper familiar with specific cross streets, so but we'll definitely keep an eye out, because we love hearing like people kind of mention different streets and saying like, oh, I used to live here, or used to grow up here, so we'll keep that in mind. Brian says Isaac True, Jay's great. No, I mean, all these guys are great. You can't you know, it's not like knocking one is knocking the other at all. I'm out of country. Okay, Vlad the gangster, yes, leave it to the woman be. Yeah, Maria, I mean, we all saw Vlad just Dipset yesterday, so for some for some pastries. I know we kind of cut it short, but basically it was gonna close. I mentioned the way the app works is you get it within a window, and we had like 2 minutes left, and we were not super sure. Obviously she had the map up, so she knew where she was going, but she went for it, so that was no exception. Build a snowman. I can barely feel my hands at the moment, but Maybe later in the video, Sammy. There's enough snow to do that at least. So, oh man.
No, why?
But yeah, I'm sure. I mean, maybe if people aren't aware, so like when you see these little like, I was kind of catching up with the comments, so apologies. But when you see like these pockets of people kind of come out of nowhere, the train, we're right under it. So, when we walk a little further ahead, we'll see people coming out, of course. But just to say, like, it's usually, I mean, as we've seen, it's pretty empty, but when you have like little influxes of people, it's usually people just getting out of the train station. And yeah. We got the treats, Vlada says. I'm kidding. Oh, I know. I've seen, Vlada and I have seen streams where like someone says something and then it's like obvious, it seems like a joke, and then they're like serious, and then it's like, wait, what? And then the chat like goes crazy. So Sam, we have the same sense of humor, thankfully, so we're good there. Thanks UV to grab the treats just in time. Yeah, Vlada, shout out to Vlada. she dipped. We were joking because we watched back the stream because we wanted to just make sure we didn't miss any comments, and you guys are really great at leaving them, so thank you. But the moment where it was on mute and then Vlada just dipping, like going from one side of the street to another, and I'm on mute, it was kind of funny. But yeah, she did her thing, so very good for us. How was the snacks? They were good. Vlada was a fan of what was it, the chocolate croissant or something like that, but it was all good. For $4 we weren't complaining, especially since they're usually more if you just buy them individually, kind of like regular in the day. Let's see, do you have a payment processor like Cash App or something? I would love for you guys to have lunch with. Oh, thank you, Noel. We don't we have like our personal, let me not walk that way. We don't have that like set up. I mean, we do have like a PayPal and stuff, but I think right now we're just you know, having fun with making these videos. But that's really kind of you to ask. I know that people usually have that option, so maybe in the future. We're really new. We're just really having a good time with these videos, so we'll figure out all the ins and outs. I know 4K even messaged me earlier saying like giving me tips on how to use Prism, because it's very it's a little bit daunting at first, but it's like one of those things when you have like a new toy and you can like do so much with it, and then you're kind of overwhelmed with the options. So 4K gave some good options to consider using it. So we're still learning, but let's see here. Sammy says cool. We got a light here, so take a second. BD, any left? No, we cleaned up. We ate all of that. Are the stores closed or any food places are closed? Yeah, Vlada, a lot of places are closed. I mean, I know you obviously were aware, kind of like by us, it's a little more empty and scarce of options, but the further we go down, I would assume some places are open, but with this weather, it's probably more likely to not be the case. But that's also Vlada low-key asking, is there anywhere we can get some food later? So I'm keeping an eye out. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I'm like we mentioned, our work schedules are a little different, so we still love making these videos. But Vlada is in the chat, so we're still kind of doing the duo thing, if you will. She just has a little more heat, and we got the doggies back, so they're chilling at home too. Hi guys, hi all, hey John. No, I'll keep the money for family tree. Yeah, honestly, yeah, you always speak so highly of your daughter, and you know, I think that's really special. So if you can, you know, take her out, or I'm sure you already are, but we'd love that to go towards some like more directly impacting like your family, your daughter, what have you. But thank you so much. You're so kind. Your comments are more than enough for us, honestly. So thank you. Let's see. Maybe get a PO box when we can send you gifts. Oh, Sam, you're sweet. Yeah, I mean, we're just taking it day by day. The fact that anyone would even offer gifts, it's like, that's so kind. But you guys just watching and leaving kind words in the comments really do mean so much to us. So that's more than enough for us. But we'll definitely, you know, we'll look into that, I guess, but definitely no priority. As long as you guys enjoy these videos, that's all that matters to us. Let me see. I'm gonna buy you guys beer and lunch and edibles. Thank you, 4K. You're giving us these new alternative channel name ideas, couple holes abroad, and you're saying, so you're full of gems. But if you want to give some beer and drink, we were joking yesterday. Oh, sorry. We were joking how like we want to go back to Toronto and when the world opens back up. So if that happens in the next year or two, you'll just to keep an eye out in your inbox. I'll just say that. Let's see. Hi Maria, I'm gonna buy you guys beer. How are the dogs? Dogs are good. Dogs are good. Well, I say you guys joining our video and leaving comments goes above and beyond. That's the real gift. Good vibes. Yeah, Vlado, perfectly said. I mean, Mama Ingrid. Yeah, the comments that we get from you guys really do mean so much. So we're so thankful. And you know, it's very easy to be negative, I suppose. But I feel like the thing that's cool with our channel is that everyone is so positive, and of course we get the oddballs here and there, but the positive vibes really mean a lot. So thank you everybody for that. 4K says, I need a P.O. box. I want candles from all around the world. Well, we got like about 20 candles in our apartment, 4K. So if that P.O. box opens up, we'll send you one or two. See, 4K, do it. Candle, that's random, 4K. Uh-oh, Vlada's throwing shots. I was just busy. I was just finished saying how positive everyone is, and then leave it to Vlada to be like, well, actually. Let's see. Go forward at 4K. Yeah, no, 4K. I mean, yeah, if he doesn't have one already, I mean, we all are the 4K dolls here, I would assume, so definitely send anything his way. He deserves it. We've learned so much, and he's so supportive. He's been so supportive for us, and so many. So any good vibes, definitely send them his way too, because he's awesome. Let's see. BD can never have enough. I love candles. Yeah, especially on like a cold day. I mean, obviously it's not a heat source necessarily, but definitely makes it feel more cozy than otherwise. So definitely a fan of the candles. If Vlada was here, she would do her pitch of Bath and Body Works has their semi-annual sale, blah, 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 blah. So we're definitely familiar. Ooh, I love Yankee candles, says Sammy. Oh, this is loud, hold on. We like Yankee candles too. They're just so we I think Vlada said it perfectly yesterday. We're always out for a deal, so we'll generally get like Yankee candles from like a Marshall's, just because they're a little less expensive. Like we'd rather pay like $7 versus $25. But yeah, Yankee candles are really good quality. So definitely know where you're coming from there. John Lewis says 4K is always positive vibes. Absolutely. 4K says scented candles. Yeah, definitely candle squad here. That's what I'm getting from all this. We're getting a little scaffolding, so it'll be a little protection, but still going strong. Everyone's kind of having fun in the chat, so that's obviously most important for us. Sammy says expensive over here in the UK, but smell. Oh, totally agree. Yeah, you kind of have to pay for quality sometimes. It's like you want a really good, or if you want a couple that don't smell as good. So you can definitely see the logic. Yes, 4K Wanderer says 4K is the best. Yeah, we try watching in 1080p and it doesn't really cut it for us, but no. No, 4K is awesome. There's a train above us. I'm actually grabbing a napkin from my bag really quick. 1 second, guys. There we go, we're good. It's brave of you to weather the storm today. It's not too bad, to be honest. I'm sorry. It's obviously, it's a lot of snow. I mean, it's no understatement, but as long as we're bundled, I'm bundled up, got the Timbs on, and there's not a lot of people out, and obviously the cars that are out, they're driving slow, so it's you know, obviously want to be careful, but it's, we're good over here. Cool. And now I'm noticing a little more. We got like 18 people in the chat, so thank you everyone who's watching. Oh wow, look at all that wind blow off the post office over there. Yeeks. Snow's getting heavier here on Staten Island. Oh my god, I can't imagine, John. Staten Island, you're right in the middle of the water essentially, so like it's you just stay safe and stay warm. Hope everything runs smoothly with you know, like power outages. Sometimes we see in the news, it's like this whole block of such and such is no electricity. We're like, oh my goodness. So we're hoping that's not the case. But yeah, we're still walking. We're actually, I think this is Gates Avenue that we're passing now, and the bakery we went to over there is on that corner where I just pointed. So I think Vlad recalls the name. It was like Cup of Brooklyn or something, and yeah, those streets are pretty good. So that was fun. But yeah, I don't hear any Dream playing now, so don't need to put us on mute anytime soon. 4K says Isaac is YouTube famous now. Not at all, not at all. I remember when Vlad and we did a video a few months ago on Fifth Avenue, and I don't know, we had maybe like 30 subscribers, I don't know. But we were walking, we're just talking, and some guy in a car, we're at a light, he's like, what's your channel? And we were like, excuse me? He's like, what's your channel? And we like said it, and he was like, oh, a couple goals, bro, okay. And we walked away. We were smiling ear to ear. We're like, oh my god. Or do they reach out to us? But no, we're definitely still small, but we love all the people we come in contact with, and take pride in, you know, every one of you guys hitting the subscribe button and, you know, taking the time to be in these in the chat today. So thank you so much to everyone. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Chandler says, not leaving the house. I don't blame you, man. I was saying before, we've never done like a video while it's like straight up snowing like this, so with our new capabilities of live streaming, we're like, why not? So it's happening, and yeah, so far so good, honestly. You know, definitely some people out, but a lot of stores closed, so you guys can see a lot of the gates down, which makes sense. I mean, if you're not gonna have people coming in, kind of makes sense to not be open, but yeah. 4K, some guy offered me vodka in a glass. Well, 4K, you're way more famous than us, if that's you trying to humbly say that. But yeah, if anyone offers us alcohol here, they're probably, I don't know, we'll politely decline. We'll say that. Sammy is laughing. Yeah. Cool kind of street on the side there.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, man? All right, it's official now. Famous, everyone. Yeah. So just random like dollar deals, nothing special, but you always have like these stores that sell everything, and I'll wait for the train to pass. like that store back there. You see a lot of those. They're not like 99-cent stores, like going everything like a deluxe. Like you could probably find anything you need and probably reasonable prices. They have different variants around, so we see that a lot in this general area. But definitely a cool option. If people have heard of like the store Lot Less, it's similar to that. Lot Less, I think, is just a little more well known, but similar idea, if you will. Vodka Street, ASMR voice. Vlada loves ASMR, so she would I don't know what, she'll start tapping the mic and I don't know, whatever sounds those are. She gets the tingles when she listens to that stuff. Me not so much, but you know, I appreciate it. But yeah, we're still going. And still warm. I would say I'm even too warm because I got my hoodie on, I got a hat on, I got a lot of layers, so I'm definitely talking this whole time. You know, I don't know if it heats you up or gets you out of breath, but I guess both are happening. But we're still chugging along. Yeah, just a little view of kind of our surroundings here. It sounds like a workout walking through the snow. It's not a workout, Vlada. I mentioned I got the Timbs on. I got a bunch of layers. Oh, that's a. You guys hear that? That's annoying. It sounds like someone fell asleep on like letting someone in on the microphone button at the door. So good times. V knows what's good. No, Vlada loves ASMR. I feel like it's well, as she says it's a little more mainstream now. But when we first started dating, she mentioned she listens to it. I'm like, oh, cool. I didn't really know what it was, so she kind of told me. And she's like, oh, do you care? I'm like, why would I care? And she's like, oh no, it's just like this thing, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then like Vlada, correct me if I'm wrong, but like 6 months later, then like random, I don't know, like Cardi B was doing it, and then like Vogue had like a feature, and there's like, you know, just like it came out of the blue. But Vlada would just be like, oh, I knew about ASMR before everyone else did. So kind of funny story there. Let's see, look at these comments. I'm back 4 blocks and made it. It's a real work. Donna, shoot, walking 1 block is a workout. So 4, it's I think you can ice up now. Gotta take the ice bath, just relax, be like, I earned this. Yeah. Oh, Vlada said aliens. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Vlada gets freaked out about aliens sometimes. I'll make a joke of not even a joke, but I'll be like, oh, you want to watch like an alien movie or something? She'll be like, I don't know, it doesn't seem right. I'm like, all right, I get it. Let's see. I could use a bowl of chili right now. Yeah, something hearty and warm. Yeah, it's not the worst thing. Oh, there's people screaming, so that's fun. Not sure what that's about, but I think we're all right. Let's see. Yeah, listen, Emerald, when I was there, Whisper Community, and this was about, all right, Vlada, we get it, you're an OG. No, but she's listened to it forever. So basically, if anyone's like, how did ASMR get popular? You just have Vlada come out with her factoids, and she'll let everyone know. Oh goodness. Wait for this train to pass. "4K definitely has a very soothing voice, I'll say that. I'm sure if you ever order something from like a Starbucks or a Timmy Ho's, they'll be like, well, I got lost in your voice, what was your order? And then you just end up getting like a free coffee. Hopefully that's the case. That'd be kind of awesome. Look out from a news channel. 4K Whisperer. Hey man, I tell Vlada, I mean, it's each your own, but like ASMR is like a real thing. Like she'll show me a video she listens to, she'll be like, oh yeah, this was posted yesterday, it has like 500,000 views. I'm like, wow, there's an audience there. But yeah, 4K. You got the good mic. You got all the equipment. And yeah, go for it. Yeah, I don't think I've mentioned too much, apologies if I haven't, but we're walking down Broadway, not the one in the city, but in Brooklyn, and this is kind of like a border between like Bushwick and Bed-Stuy, and we're actually planning to make a left on DeKalb in a couple blocks or so just kind of taking it down. But I was a little, not worried necessarily, but I think there's maybe slightly reduced service on the trains, because usually when we walk down here there's like a lot of noise, but hasn't been too much, so we're kind of lucked out there. Maria says, yeah, he does. He should be a radio host. Yeah, or a podcast host. That's like the 2021 version of that. Timmy Hose, that's a new one. Let's see, has a voice for sure. Oh, for sure, yeah. That is definitely the case. But yeah, we're just walking down, and yeah, I think we're all, actually I think we're going to turn up here in a second. There's no like right way to, I mean, I guess at the crosswalk, but let's walk a little further for a second. Okay. Yeah, we keep going down a little bit down here. Catch some of these comments. Haha, I was trying to figure out what he was talking about. Where does this train go to? So the J and the Z go through East New York essentially, and then into like Jamaica. So like the last stop, last or first, considering how you look at it, is Jamaica Center. So we kind of mentioned it like a little randomly in the video yesterday. Jamaica Center is like that main stop in Jamaica towards the end, where you catch a lot of buses that take you into those other neighborhoods kind of further out in Queens. So it goes that way, but heading into the city, it takes you through, not like Chinatown necessarily, but like the Lower West Side in a way. And I think there's only maybe like 4 or 5 stops like in the lower part of Manhattan there. But yeah, kind of gets you through a specific route. We're more commonly taking the L, which there's an L near us too, but L train that is. But yeah, both trains are similar in a way, where the L train also takes you through East New York, and L train finishes on 14th and 8th. So pretty convenient trains if you're trying to commute through like the lower part of Manhattan for sure. Let's see. Cool. But yeah, we're still walking, and I think that car was playing Daddy Yankee, so that's cool. But yeah, everyone can see not a lot of people out, and of course it's a little different than like a Manhattan, if you will, where even by default there's people out. This part of Brooklyn, this is considered like a main road, especially with the trains here, but never super crowded. Kind of earlier where we started the video, if you keep going in that general direction, you head towards Brownsville, which is a little, you just got to be a little careful there. But yeah, we're all good. I think by default, everyone, if they don't need to be outside, they're, staying in. So we're in a good spot. Hey, what's up? It's so funny when people look at I don't know if it's a New York thing, but like when people like look at me holding the camera, I just say, hey, what's up? And then they either like say hi, or they do like an awkward like and they look away. So it's kind of strange, but I think I mentioned most of the time I just smile and just like not point it right at them, so they're not like freaked out. But back to the video in a second, where this is the DeKalb, so we're actually gonna walk down here now. Can we make it, guys? Maria says, yes, I used to go to that L to get to 14th Street. Not sure at what point. Oh, well, so long. Yeah, well, so the L train actually, the first stop is First Avenue and 14th Street. And it actually takes you all the way through 8th. So I think it's maybe like 5 or 6 stops through that. But depending where you get left off in the city, or you'll likely be on 14th. So definitely understand that avenues can get a little funky, especially if you haven't like rode the train in some time. But yeah, it's a convenient train for sure. Let's see what some of the people are saying. Let's utilize the scaffolding while we're like I'm like, yeah, I should go toga band. What's that? I don't even know. Brian says 21 people watching. Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you everyone for joining and watching this little trip through Brooklyn here. Like I mentioned, it's I guess I'll turn the see if I can turn the camera on in a second. But yeah, like I mentioned, Roberta's in the chat and she's finishing up a few things with work, but I had a little pocket of time to talk to you guys. Whoa, cool. But yeah, thank you guys for like watching. 21 of you guys. It's like 22. Excuse me. That's so awesome. But yeah, like I mentioned, Vlada's at home. She's actually in the chat though. She's the rapper formerly known as VD in the chat. But yeah, we're here in spirit and just like walking through Brooklyn. We walk through a fair bit of Bed-Stuy. We'll still do so, but we're actually walking down to Cab now, and we'll walk through Fort Greene Park, which I'm really excited because it's a nice park, and head towards downtown Brooklyn. So definitely got a little bit of an idea of where we're going, but it should be fun. We'll just catch up on some of these comments. Oh wow, a lot of them came down. So it looks so pretty now. Wait till tomorrow. Oh yeah, Judith said the same thing. It's like, yikes. With all the dirt, it won't be fun. It's me, Lawrence. Hey Lawrence. Oh, before that, can you see my chat? Yes. Hey Natasha. Hi guys. Happy snow. Judith, hello. Saying hello everyone. Sledding down a hill. People do that at Fort Greene Park. I mean, depending on if the kids are in class right now, maybe not the case, but we'll see. Wait till you have 2K watching and you can't see. If we had 2K people watching, I'd be like kind of shocked. I think of it as like if I'm walking, there are 22 people walking with me. That's kind of like a squad. If it's 2K, that's like some weird thing. But if that ever happens, we won't be mad at it. See Lawrence, yes you can. Yeah, we can see your chat, Lawrence. So you're good. Canadian thing. Yeah, I guess there's a different terminology for it. Cool, everyone's confirmed with Lawrence. Okay, thank you. Sometimes it was not working. Yeah, it's say that. Well, let's just make sure we're all caught up. When I started the stream, I was like, because I give it a second. I mean, like, I'm never like, okay, there's 100 people now, I'll start. But just, and this is more so for now too, but like when someone chats in, it's like, okay, at least it's working. But it was like a minute or two, nothing happened, and then it just failed. And obviously I switched the setting there and we're good now, but I guess a little tip of if you're connecting to Wi-Fi in the middle of nowhere, it may not work. Pro tip. So how's New York right now? It's a little windy, you know. It's no, it's snowing. It's kind of was saying, usually in New York we get I know you're in California, Lawrence, but in New York we get like usually a few hours of pretty hard snow, and a lot of times in the news, anyone who lives in New York could probably could attest, it's like this is the storm of the century and everything. They panic, and obviously for, you know, rightfully so, just to be on the safe side, but it'll be like snow for a few hours a night and then the next day it's fine. But this one was different because it snowed all night, even midday yesterday, and it's still coming down pretty hard. So it's pretty interesting because I know it snowed a few months ago and New York lost their mind, but this is actually a little harder, so it's interesting to see. But yeah, I mean, for the most part people are inside, and you know, everyone's driving slow. It's pretty chill. Let's see. Hi Judith. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Cool. Yeah, I love that you guys in the chat are all chatting amongst each other. I know that a lot of us came from like 4K's channel. I recognize a couple of new names too, but yeah, I just love the community here. Everyone so positive and, you know, just having a good time. So, ooh, that is some wind. But yeah, no, it's awesome. Hi, and how are you? I'm good, Lawrence, thank you. Vlada's at home. She's finishing up some work, but she's in the chat. I mentioned I kind of never did a video like this when it's snowing this hard, and now we're able to live stream. So kind of killing two birds with one stone, if you will. So having fun with this, even though I'm breathing hard, it sounds like I'm dying, but it's a good, it's like you work out and then you're like feel rough while you're doing, then after you're like, okay, it was worth it. I'm sure this will be the same thing. The worst is yet to come. Stay tuned. Oh, thanks. Really looking forward to that. Yeah, you know, it's I checked the weather. I mean, today is kind of a lot of this, I suppose. I think tomorrow's not going to be as bad, but you know, we're in it. We're warm, and just as the song says, making our way downtown. So yeah, just heading that way now. Not far from Jay-Z's hood. I was confused. Is he from Bed-Stuy or Crown Heights? I think Bed-Stuy. I'm blanking because I know in the song Brooklyn's Finest, they shout out like every neighborhood in Brooklyn, like Crown Heights, Bushwick, Bed-Stuy, but we're probably not far from it. Brooklyn's funny where you're neighboring so many other neighborhoods where it can make sense, kind of mixing them up, if you will. Let's see what people are saying. Do you walk the dogs in the snow? So our dogs are a little, they put in a video here and there, but they have short legs and they're a little older too. So this would just be a little too deep for them. They are wee-wee trained though, so like, or wee-wee pad trained, so they can use that in the apartment on days like this, but we try not to just because, you know, we're just conscious of their health and want to keep them comfortable, if you will. But if it's a lot less than this, because it's a lot of snow, we would. But today we got them home on the couch, living like queens. Let's see. So what part are you? So what part of NYC are you in? Like Brooklyn? Yeah. Sorry, Lauren. So we started the video kind of right at the edge of Bushwick. And then we kind of walked down Broadway, which is considered like Bed-Stuy. And we're kind of walking through Broadway now, Bed-Stuy now. And we're heading towards Fort Greene. Kind of, I think, more known as like where Spike Lee was from. We're going to kind of pass through Fort Greene Park and then head into downtown Brooklyn. And depending how everyone's like feeling, I'll, you know, either keep going or maybe catch my breath somewhere. But at that point, you're close to like Cobble Hill, Carroll Gardens, the really nice areas of Brooklyn. When I say nice, a little bit on the bougie side, but it definitely has its appeal. So we'll probably head in that direction. Let's see. 4K's Gangster Weir, where Bryce says Marcy Project. That sounds right. Marcy is Bed-Stuy. Yep. When it snows. She does walk me when it snows. Yeah, you know, she drives the ship and I'm just there for the ride. So, you know, that's you got it right. And I was a little bit late. So, Lawrence, there's nothing to apologize for at all. I don't like announce these, if you will. And this is like our third official one too. So, kind of just getting the kinks out, but please never apologize. Everyone has their own life, and if you want to spend some of that time watching me walk around, that's so awesome. You know, but yeah, never apologize. We're just happy to have you join. So thank you. Yeah, no worries. Cool. But yeah, we're still chugging along, and if the audio sounds weird, let me know. No one's mentioned it, so I'm hoping it's still okay, but I have it like tucked into my jacket. So, and I joked I have this plastic little concoction on the Bluetooth thing on the speaker, so basically it's like tape and a plastic bag covering it to keep it dry. So, oh, thank you, Lawrence. Yeah, we're just you know, making it work. I'm not using my gimbal either. I'm using like this tripod thing that so it doesn't matter if it gets wet. So, you know, making little adjustments to make this happen, but we're rocking so far, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, you got some housing on the side of us here. We'll see more of it as we walk down. Yeah, not a lot of people out, but I mean, understandably so. So the snow and everything. Okay, I feel like I was chugging through mountains just now. Surprising that you're even in the snow. Yeah, you know, Lawrence, I would agree with you. But I mentioned we haven't done a video like this when it's snowing so much, so the fact that we can like do that and live stream it too, definitely wanted to try it out because I'm still getting familiar with live streaming, and otherwise I would have just recorded like a quiet video, but we've gotten, or not quiet, but like, you know, it's like a solo video, but we've gotten really good feedback, thankfully, from you guys. So wanted to, you know, try to give some more of that type of, more of those videos, if you will. But yeah, I'm a little surprised too. If it gets worse, I'll obviously, you know, adjust, but we're okay for now. The wind is blowing behind me too, so it's actually like more bearable. But as soon as I cross the street, that might change. Cool. When all else fails, you'll always have a deli to buy something from. And yeah, you know, always a good option. It says Eleanor Roosevelt houses to our right here. And yeah, pretty big buildings. They kind of take all the way down the direction we're going, but we're all good. I like how the buildings are like kind of at an angle. I don't know if it comes off in the camera, but kind of cool. 4K, congrats on your 350 subs. Good luck on the next 100. Thank you. Yeah, our little tribe is growing, so it's really cool. And we're so happy. If people are clicking subscribe, we're hoping that means they're enjoying the videos we make, which means so much to us. So 350, we love every single one of you, and happy to see where this thing goes, because we love making these videos, and if more people are joining, then, you know, it's obviously pretty encouraging. So yeah, we're excited. Lauren says, do you know something? Always want to know, what's it like in all those tall buildings, like not the apartments, but like the other tall buildings? Let me see if I understand. What's my know? It's like those tall buildings, like not the apartments. Oh, I think you mean, Lawrence, let me know if you mean like in everyone's favorite place, Midtown. Do you mean like in the Manhattan where you have those super tall buildings? Because those are more likely like office buildings. So you have that more so in like Manhattan. Sometimes you'll have like mixed use buildings where they'll be tall, but like you have like a segment of the floors be for like people living there, and then others for offices. But buildings like these are primarily like housing, like so like where people can live, more so like even affordable housing. So obviously New York's very expensive, and New York offers options for people with differing income levels to be able to afford kind of living in apartments like these for a fairly reduced rate. So but on the contrary of that, in Brooklyn we see a lot of this. We'll see more of these as we walk, but you got a lot of newer buildings where they're kind of just market rent. So an apartment in a building like this might be like $2,500, whereas depending on like someone's income, a building like these you might pay, I don't know, $500, $600. So they're not like luxury buildings in any scenario, but of course, especially on a day like this, having a roof over your head is, you know, an option, and definitely helps a lot of New Yorkers because it is such an expensive city. So some version of a program like this, if you will. But we're having fun doing it, so that's kind of the most important thing for us. Yeah, so occasionally you'll see, like, I think There's, I think on like Billionaires Row, I think that's what it's like known as. I think like off 57th Street in Midtown. And you have those super narrow, tall buildings. Those are, I don't even know if luxury is a word, but those are like condos people can sell and buy. And those goes for millions of dollars. Those buildings are generally dedicated to just having like, places for people to live in. They're more known because they're overlooking like Central Park, because they face, I guess you would say, north of Manhattan, right over the park. So people want to pay a lot of money for a view, and that's an example of that, if you will. Let's see. I don't know about y'all, but I'm lagging a little bit. There's some buffering. Yes, it's not that bad. Oh, guys, sorry. Let me see if I can kind of keep going in this direction. Let me know if it's still a little funky. Let's see. Hey guys, let me know if the buffering's still a little funky. I was in between like an open area, so the Wi-Fi might have been weird. Oh, slight lag from time to time. Sorry guys. Yeah, this black, if this is the building you're referring to, yeah, so this is what I was mentioning. There's a lot of apartment buildings like this that are newer constructions and that are pretty spread out in Brooklyn. And we'll actually show you a building that Vlad and I almost signed a lease on. We kind of mentioned this in I think in our first live stream, but there were some like plumbing issues, but the building was beautiful, and we just ended up in the apartment we're in now. But I'll show you guys. This is actually an awesome building too. Yeah, buildings like these you usually see like they have gyms and just all the fun stuff you can imagine, like a lobby, like like a lounge area, just a lot of stuff to justify a high price, if you will. And kind of even on the right here, these buildings are really beautiful. I feel like the snow almost makes it look nicer. But there's some snow and stuff. Not sure if you guys have Verizon, but their coverage is the best. You're good. Thanks, Brian. We don't have Verizon. We're just trying to make it through this world, paying our rent on time, 4K. But yeah, no, we've heard Verizon's amazing, especially in like New York. So we'll definitely consider it. But we no like sick plug here, but we've had T-Mobile for a while. The service we get and the cost of it kind of makes sense for us, but could definitely see upgrading if that's like something that we kind of want to do in the future. And Taj says hi 4K. Sorry, I stepped out. Yeah, we're strolling along. If you guys step out, do your thing, and come back, that's awesome. Thank you for leaving here and then being like, I want to see what's going on in this video. So that means a lot. Thank you. But I was actually teasing a building of Vlad and I signed a lease on a few weeks ago, but then the plumbing got weird and we ended up going with a different option. It's around this corner here, and I'll show you in a second. Actually, I'll show you the exact apartment, honestly, because it was depending on preference, it's either a cool view or kind of like annoying. But we had like this corner apartment on the second floor here, but like we mentioned, it didn't really the plumbing, there was like some knocking sounds in one of the bathrooms, and our dogs are older and have anxiety, so we just wanted to they freak out about stuff like that, so we didn't want to obviously be in an apartment like that. And I'll cross to the corner to give you a better view, but we were excited about it. But everything happens for a reason. But this apartment here, actually, so it was like a little balcony, and these windows kind of go along the apartment, and they're really awesome because you get like this really cute view around the area. And across the street you have like these coffee shops. Give us the cash, Jordan. I can't even remember how he does his videos. Like he looks shocked when he walks in. It's like, what the apartment looks like, but I'm teasing. He does good videos showing apartments. But yeah, the coffee shops on the sides, and there's curtains up, so they might have rented it out. So that's kind of awesome. But with that said, it's very visible, so you kind of had to be very mindful of that, just because it is such a main intersection. That's on Throop and DeKalb, so like, you know, our new apartment's a little less exposed, if you will. Give us the Cash Jordan info. His videos are fun. Some of his videos, because like Vaughn and I always look at apartments on Streezy, and obviously he's a real estate agent, so I feel like there's an element of him needing to show the apartments he might have available. But you know, I think especially using StreetEasy, there's so many awesome options, depending on what budget level you're looking in. And other boroughs too. I know he shows a lot in Manhattan, which most of them are pretty good, but you know, taking that budget in different boroughs also gets you a lot too, so kind of cool. But yeah, kind of like you mentioned, even, and I kind of totally glossed over this, you have like this building being made here, and you have like this already developed, and we have like huge dogs coming, so we'll show these in a second. Oh, cute. Hey, how are you? These beautiful dogs. Yeah. But yeah, you also have like newer buildings up here as well, so the area has developed a lot. I know that before we moved in, I walked around the neighborhood, and I told Vlada, kind of, well, actually, you know what, we'll pass through a park that's kind of in our direction. We'll like circle back, but there's a cute park not far from here, and I walked around there and I asked people. I literally went up to them, I'm like, hey, can I ask you a quick question? And I was like, what do you think of the neighborhood, blah blah blah. And I think that's a good tip if you're not familiar with an area. Just walk around for like an hour or two if you can, and just ask people like, hey, what do you think about the neighborhood? Go into like coffee shops and stores, and sometimes they'll just be honest because they see it a little more objectively than like someone trying to like, you know, sell you the apartment, if you will. Let's see, oh my god, blues nose. Yeah, those dogs are gorgeous, right? Ooh, got a lot of wind behind us. As 4K said, the Cash Jordan, the scoop. Like I dropped my jaw looking at the apartment. I'm like, whoa. No, but yeah, I told them kind of the pros and cons, and there were curtains in the apartment blotted, so someone might have already moved in, which isn't super surprising. Lawrence asked how cold it is. I don't. So I'm streaming, so I can't like check the actual temperature. It's not warm, but I'm so bundled up. I feel like I'm actually maybe sweaty. But no, I'm super comfortable. Weather like this, so as long as you do that, you should be in a good spot. For kids, yeah, he mentioned that it's beautiful, the snow. Hey, Saparas, yeah, it's gorgeous here. I think you're in Italy, if I'm not mistaken, but the snow definitely has an appeal, and that's something cool too. I mean, like, if you're, I think Lawrence, you're in California, I'm sure you guys don't get snow at all, so kind of these videos are an interesting look of when New Yorkers complain about the snow. It's never like this bad, but every couple of years we get something that's worth remembering, so kind of cool to see. 4K saying hey as well. Yeah, I have Verizon, they're good, expensive, I would expect good service. You know, Maria, that's so true. You know, obviously you pay for a quote-unquote quality, but there is that point sometimes when you're paying so much for something, and then you're like, well, if I get 95% of this experience paying like 50% less, then maybe it's worth looking at options. But I mean, Verizon isn't shy of services. I feel like every other video on YouTube Vlad and I watch, there's a Verizon like commercial. It's like 5G. It's like, we get it. we get it. But no, they're good. And again, I feel like in certain parts of the country they may be way better than, say, like a T-Mobile or vice versa, you know, so it makes sense to pay for that sometimes. Indeed, 4K. Yeah. But yeah, I think Ryan Reynolds has like Mint Mobile. I see commercials for that too. It's like really inexpensive phone carrier, so yeah, they're just popping up. That's cool buildings. And yeah, I guess we've mentioned this in a few videos, but what's unique is that you have like these older buildings next to the newer ones. And I feel like this was more the, what is that sound? Oh, duh. I just hear like a loud sound behind me. I'm like, is this it? But I think I was saying that this was maybe more the case a few years ago when these newer buildings were super new to the neighborhood. But since they've been here for a few years, I feel like the neighborhood is getting more used to like different types of people moving in. I can imagine someone maybe living in one of these buildings all their life and then just seeing the area change so much. It's pretty interesting to think about. Fella says we're too cheap for Verizon. I explained it. I told him, I said, we're just trying to pay the rent. We are just trying to do what we can. But yeah, it's funny because ironically, we looked into Verizon like internet service because the price was pretty similar to the other options, but our building didn't support it. So we were like, all right. But even with that, our carrier now is pretty good. So it just goes to show, kind of have to see it for yourself type of thing. So what's the best thing in Brooklyn for you? That's interesting. So we grew up in Queens, Roberta and myself, that is. We worked in the city. I went to college in the city. We lived in the city for about a year or so. Roberta a few more years with roommates. But Brooklyn has been a new experience and something we really like. It feels in some ways like Queens, but this might sound like kind of like annoying, but a little hipper, a little more authentic depending on the neighborhoods in Brooklyn you walk in. Obviously there's areas like Williamsburg that are really cool too, that we really enjoy, but kind of walking through neighborhoods like this where it's not as quote unquote glitzy, but you really feel kind of like a little more like people walking their dogs and just feel like people actually live here. I think that's something we appreciate. So that was a long-winded way of saying I think Brooklyn is, there's a lot of diversity and the type of things you can enjoy, like different food, different types of people, yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Let's check on these comments. The neighborhood is over with. Yeah, 4K, if you move in, I mean, hey man, they could just rename the borough. You know how like Dumbo, they just made that name to make it sound catchy, so they can maybe fit in 4K that somehow and make that work too. Let's see. Maria says, VD, if we're not for the contract, I go back to AT&T. I like their service, never a bad issue, and they had them for over 13. Yeah, Maria. I mean, I've had I've had T-Mobile since I was like, God, probably 14. I'm 28, so 14 years for myself, and I honestly haven't had any issues. And I've been on with them for so long that when I call sometimes, not often, but if I call for something, they make a note of it. They're like, well, we see you've been with us for so long. Here's like a $5 thing off your contract for next month, or your bill. So I guess loyalty pays in some ways. Even if it's $5, we'll take it. Let's see. A couple pays the rent. You know, 4K, you are just coming up with all these sub channels that we can come up with. A couple pays the rent will be us talking about rent. A couple hoes abroad will be us. Anyways, but yeah, no, we do what we can. Let's see. Catch up on these comments. Yeah, here I used to have Verizon. It was double what we pay now. Yeah, I mean, Vlad, you might be talking about your cell phone service. I'm not sure, but yeah, I know that Verizon. Excuse me, I keep saying Verizon. Vlada and her family have like a T-Mobile family plan, and you know, you just kind of stick with what works sometimes. Not always the worst option. So how long are you going to be live for? Live forever, Lawrence. No. No, I'm actually walking. I always joke it's either until my phone dies or I get to where I plan to, but I'm thinking we'll walk towards Fort Greene Park and then towards downtown Brooklyn, and probably end it about there because we are going long, but I mean, if the conversation's flowing and stuff, I don't mind that too much. Let's see. Natasha, I have Verizon, that's why I'm poor. It's like a flex, and then you're like, oh, this was another $200 bill this month. Okay. I don't think their bills are that aggressive, but I mean, hey, if it works, I mean, you work, you know, that's awesome. But if you're also in a contract you can't get out of, then that's where it gets a little funky. Let's see. Lord says yes, live forever. Oh man, let me catch up. I'm like that with Sprint. A dinosaur with the one called me for a long time. Yeah, bro. I mean, you know, I think T-Mobile acquired Sprint actually, so you might be part of the T-Mobile tribe too. But yeah, I mean, if something works, I mean, with anything in life, you know, it's always good to like explore alternatives, if you will, I guess. But like something lighthearted like a phone contract. I mean, if something's working for you, I mean, like it's not always greener on the other side. So that's that makes sense. Let's see what else is everyone saying. Did your server switch over when they acquired? Yeah, so I'm assuming it might have switched Vlada for Brian, but yeah. Welcome to the team. You know, Verizon gives nothing once the contract is over. I'm done with them. They can go towards the principal. Oh, it's a lot of deep snow here, so apologies, guys. Let me stop for a second, actually. Whew. I'm done with them. Can go towards the principal. My mortgage. Oy. Yes, right. Yeah. Expenses pile up, and you know, Vlad and I are fortunate. We're like our financial responsibilities extend really, I mean, our dogs and our rent. And you know, obviously as we get older, we will look into buying depending on where we're at. But you know, definitely certain financial responsibilities can not keep you stuck, but they limit mobility, if you will. So we can see how like a mortgage plus a phone bill, that stuff adds up for sure. Let's see. BD, a lot of slowing switching over. We have T-Mobile Tuesday Sprint. It's interesting. Mobile data costs more than my groceries. Yeeks. Yeah. 4K needs to start his own cell phone code. Name is 4K and 5G. Yeah, just confuse everyone. By the way, I'm on lunchtime from school. Yeah, I got school RP. No, man, school's important, man. You know, it sucks while you're going through it, but you know, Vaughn and I got our bachelor's degrees, and now we're doing YouTube videos. But no, but I mean, it's more so. I mean, obviously, Valada might have a different perspective because her school's a little more expensive. I'll just say that. But that during that time of your life, especially like you're going like, I don't know if you're like 18, 19, 20, you're meeting new people, you're trying new things. It's really a cool experience. And obviously, if you don't have to go on student loan debt, that's kind of a win-win. I mean, thankfully, I wasn't in that situation. But you know, with that said, you definitely learn a lot about yourself during those years, and college sometimes helps that. So, especially if it's something you enjoy, like learning. I mean, never will shoot higher education for that, or shoot it down rather. Vlada's spilling the beans. She says, do not take out student loans, or if you do, keep them less than 30K. That's a good point. That's, yeah. If they can be, I mean, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. Depending on like the industry you want to work in or whatever, like sometimes you just need to take out a loan. But to Vlad's point, like if it's like, honestly, if it's going past like 6 figures in loans, I would highly reconsider, because at least in like the industry Vlad and I work in, like once you have your first job in the industry, that the experience means more than the college you went to, if that makes sense. Because in some cases, going to college just means you're able to like, you know, continue school and pay off loans or whatever. Like, you know, like once you're in the job field and you can prove your worth, that means more in certain industries, of course. But yeah, to Vlad's point, if you have to take a loan out, hopefully it doesn't have to be that much, because that stuff sticks with you. It really does. Isaac making someone second guess someone's education. No, hold on. 4K student loans are the worst. Got me twerking and Snapchat payback. No, I mean, this is coming from someone who like graduated and everything. So like, I won't be the hypocrite and be like, don't go to school, but I went to school. But like, what Vlad and I are saying is that, you know, if you can go to school and not be kind of financially crippled, going forward, I think that is where you kind of want to be careful, because you know, if you're worried about paying student loans and then have all these other financial responsibilities, it could catch up fast. So definitely a slippery slope, but all in all, like, school's obviously important, so won't ever say that's not the case. Pumping and pimping. Oh my goodness, you guys are crazy. Oh me, oh my. Ooh, that wind, I think I jinxed it. I'm like, oh, the wind is not blowing in my face, and it's awesome. That has changed. But oh, we're good now. Goodness. If there was a job that paid to watch live streams, I'd be so rich. Same. 4K, we agree. We watched, we've definitely tapered down the streams we watch, because we mentioned even yesterday, like, we don't want to be too influenced, but we'll definitely say, like, 4Ks we watch whenever we can. You know, like we mentioned, there's a lot of New York ones, so we try not to watch too many of those, just because I think it's easy to be influenced indirectly, especially if, like, you watch, I don't know, of any kind of thing, right? Like, if everyone's doing the same thing, then you do it, and then you're like, wait, why am I doing it because I want to go there, or is it because everyone else is there? So it could be a little tricky, but yeah, if there was a way to get paid for watching live streams, well, you know, I think 4K, we'd probably have a little money in our pocket too. Let's see, Marissa's has me losing my religion. Autocorrect, is that in Excel or just in the chat? Because I know we were lamenting all our positive Excel experiences, so that can be annoying too. Let's see. Haha, blame me. So what's your goal for 2021? Staying healthy and staying positive. I think the older you get, the more you value things, and like for us, we value, obviously, time you can never get back. In 2020, I think, understatement, but it was really a tough year for a lot of people. So we want to just make sure what we do every day is building towards a better tomorrow, and you know, just, you know, what we're doing every day, we're enjoying in some way, because life is, unfortunately, we remind, life is way too short, and you know, it's always good to kind of go in a direction that you want to, that leads you to happiness, if that makes sense. So just staying healthy and happy, Lawrence, that's kind of the plan. Oh, Marie in the chat. Yeah, autocorrect, I mean, sometimes I feel like autocorrect was better. I have an iPhone, so like I feel like it was better at one point. Oh, this is kind of cool view. This is Bedford Avenue, and so you guys can see now a lot out. But yeah, sometimes I'll just spell something like grape, I don't know, something random, and it's like, do you mean dictionary? I'm like, wait, what are we talking about? Like, it'll just be random stuff. But yeah, autocorrect has its flaws at times. Yes, 4K, this is Bed-Stuy. Pretty sure if we keep walking down, we'll see some more brownstones, but we mentioned earlier, a lot of Brooklyn kind of blends and blurs into the next neighborhood, so we'll be in Fort Greene pretty soon too. And if anyone's like following on a map, that would be interesting, but maybe a clever way to follow the video. We're oh, there's no cross streets on this street, obviously, but we're on DeKalb right now, and I'll tell you in the next street what cross street it is, so it'll give you an idea of like heading towards downtown Brooklyn and Fort Greene Park, and maybe a helpful visual just because all the snow can kind of look similar after a certain point. Ooh. Yeah. Let's see. Gotta go back to school. Lunch is over. I'm gonna watch the video when the stream is done and school's done. Lawrence, do your thing, man. I'm so happy you're able to watch for a bit. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. Your comments are always, they always make Val and I kind of think like, oh, this is something we haven't thought of, or do your thing, and we'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Cool. See kind of like newer buildings here. Possibly renovated just because the windows are kind of like. What's up? But yeah, right now we're actually on Franklin Avenue and DeKalb Avenue, so we are kind of just heading straight. I think this is 50 or looks kind of like camera. I don't know. My eyes are failing me, but got some outdoor seating over here. Some of these restaurants. Oh, you got Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas. Got a couple of artists on the side there. It's kind of cool, actually. Oh my God, we were not walking straight. You guys see that? This guy had no clue I was there. Say you guys, what's he saying? Oh, he's backing up. All right, let's just walk over here then. Well, let's not let today be the day. Have a happy and great day and awesome stream thing. Oh, thank you, Lawrence. You're awesome. Thank you. 4K, don't pay attention. That's 4K being a knucklehead again. But yeah, we're just walking in the middle and we're safe at the moment. There's no cars, but we'll be all right. But yeah, it's really pretty out. I mean, especially in this view. Kind of like where we just walked from. Yeah, we're still kind of just trucking along. Kind of can see up there, we'll see better in a second. There's a sign that says downtown Brooklyn bike lane. So usually in the past, like when I would, I think I can walk in the street again, or the sidewalk. When I would walk from our old apartment to downtown Brooklyn, I would use City Bike and I would walk around right down to DeKalb. And essentially it's a straight shot. So, whew, there's a crazy wind coming. Whew. Yikes. That was a lot of wind that came out of nowhere. Bye, Lena, don't pay. Bye, everyone at 4K. Oh, man. Yeah, but we're just still walking down, and yeah, it's got a little more windy, but you know, we're pushing through. I think the scaffolding makes these like kind of funky wind funnels where it kind of seems a little stronger than it would otherwise, but you know, we're all right. Isaac, can you speak Spanish? No, I cannot speak it very well. I'm unfortunately, so I'm mixed with a bunch of stuff. My mom is Puerto Rican and my dad is Dominican and Italian, and I grew up with my mom, and she the cliche of like Puerto Ricans not speaking Spanish at home, she didn't speak too much of it. So that kind of carried through. So I can speak fairly well in English. Español no sé. Very little. Like my dad's side of the family, they speak more Spanish, but I think it's obviously like the household you grow up in. Like when you're exposed to the language, you kind of absorb it a little better. And I never had, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I grew up very Americanized. Well, this is loud, so let's let that rock. But yeah, I just grew up very Americanized. Fairly limited in diversity, unfortunately. I mean, my mom and I obviously were Hispanic, but there weren't too many other Hispanic people in the neighborhood in Kew Gardens, that is in Queens. But yeah, you know, we made it work, and Spanish wasn't like a daily occurrence. But you know, did our thing. Sammy says, can't wait till I can come back to USA. Yeah, I mean, I know you mentioned, Sam, you're in Liverpool right now. Once the world opens up, I'm just hoping everyone just goes to where they want to go and, does what they want to do. Because I know even for Vlad and I, we usually take at least one like international, hoping that, hopefully come to USA and do your thing here for sure. New Yorkers don't speak Spanish. A lot of them don't. I do. Good for you, Maria. Yeah, they, what I'm saying? Like, I think the New York part too, I can laugh at it. Some people get a little upset. Grew up a little in my grandma's house. It's weird, like, understand a lot of it, but speak. But just again, like being exposed to like a language, if you're around it more often. But good for you, Maria. I would, I want to learn more, be a little more useful, especially like when we travel and stuff. I want to wait a little bit too. Sammy says definitely. I want to know at least the bad words. Yo, well, so I think you a couple hoes abroad. Says the internet's a little. I think we should be okay, but yeah, I'm gonna get flagged. Oh, the internet's acting weird because it says internet connection is unstable. So, oh, and there's a truck up there, so I'm gonna walk around here. Whew. All right. Should have just walked in the street before, honestly, because it's a lot easier to walk. I don't feel like I'm walking up mountains. Whew. Okay. New York Ricans don't speak Spanish. I'm just looking at it's a bit choppy sometimes when you walk past other Wi-Fi. Okay, that makes sense. So I got the warning got away, or the warning went away, so hoping it's a little better. A couple blocks. What was the easiest and first words to be learned by adults? Exactly. Yeah, well said, Maria. Oh man. I was in hold on. Manny said he was walking in the streets. The roads are a mess. Yeah, no. New Jersey is. I think it was John that mentioned he's in Staten Island earlier in the chat. Like, I know that Staten Island gets hit hard and Jersey gets hit hard. I have some family in Jersey, and in some areas it's nothing but houses. And if you're not driving, you're not going nowhere. So, hoping he's staying safe. So New York Department of Sanitation, I guess, did an okay job on snow removal, or streets department. Yeah, so Brian, if you're talking about this area, kind of mentioned earlier, kind of subtly, but there's certain parts of Brooklyn, different boroughs in general, that get a little more attention than others. Where we're walking through now, it's a little more affluent. So what you'll see generally is like areas that maybe are that will be a little more maintained versus kind of where we started the video, where if you just looked at any street there was like at least a foot of snow. So this area is a little more maintained, but you're not wrong there. It's a lot better than what it was earlier. Yeah. Or streets apart. Yeah. Maria says yes. New Jersey looks messy, lots of snow. Yeah, they get hit so hard, it's wild. And yeah, it's crazy because they're not that far from us, so I don't know if it's the geography or just how wind, whatever, however weather works. But yeah, hopefully everyone in Jersey is staying safe too. Manny included, of course, if he's in there. So yeah. Whew, we are going, guys. This is a workout. I think I earned some Popeyes. If Vlad is listening, she may just roll her eyes, but I think I earned it for this one. So it's definitely appreciated. Oh man. But yeah, eventually the street goes down as well, so this heavy breathing may subside slightly once I'm not walking upwards as much. What do 4K say? It's called nor'easter storm over the northeast coast. Yeah, it's hitting us. I don't like watch the news, so it's hard to say if like this is I mean, if it's northeast, I'm sure Boston's getting hit too, but like yeah, New York is no exception at the moment. See if I can cross over here. Yeah, we're actually coming up on some of the blocks with some nice brownstones too, so ooh, a bus over there. Yeah, I actually see a woman with a sled, so I'd be curious if maybe she had maybe some kids with her or something and enjoy the park. Like I mentioned, we're not actually that far from Fort Greene Park now. Haha, Popeyes. Never. 2-piece of chicken. It's yeah, no, I just tease a lot. She eats a lot healthier than I do. So when I say Popeyes, I might as well say like the devil, essentially. But occasionally she'll have her, you know, we all have our guilty pleasures, if you will. So she'll have, look, they have like sleds and stuff. So I think 4K called it earlier. Let's see. I used to be addicted to that Popeye sandwich. Yeah, man. I think we all were. Remember when there were like lines to Subway? Excuse me, lines to Subway. Lines to Popeyes? That was intense. You guys are doing a really good job with live streams. Definitely much better than Manny and 4K. Shots fired. No, I mean, all these guys, everyone does their own version of this stuff, right? I mean, you know, not to undermine it, but we're really just walking around and kind of exploring our areas. So, you know, everyone has a nice twist to it, and definitely not better than those two because they're OGs. We're just trying to, at this point we're just trying to find a Popeyes. How about that? But yeah, like I mentioned a second ago, a lot of these pretty brownstones. Can't see as much obviously in the snow, but the area is quite nice and kind of centered by that Fort Greene Park. We'll see soon. Kind of really pulls it all together, so it's pretty. See some comments fly, so I'll check once I cross over here. Whew. Me, oh my. Let's walk a little further ahead. Cool. Let's see what some people are saying. 4K laughing at Natasha. It was like the coronavirus. Hard to get. See, sir, I had to jump on a quick call and back. Haha, Popeyes fries and apple pie. I know, Vlada. I didn't tell them all your guilty pleasures, but those are a few. Making progress, I see. Yeah, Brian. Taught them everything they know. 4K, you taught us a lot. More than you know. But thank you. 4K, Brian. Yes, 4K, you are our idol. Yes. When we grow up, we want to be just like 4K. No, but I mentioned earlier, I know he probably doesn't want to hear all this, but he's been super supportive for us. And I think he is able to sense our enjoyment making these videos. And he's always just been super genuine. And we obviously, through his streams, get to know so much about him, but also his views on the world and life, and just loving to kind of explore where he is. And that's something we definitely we take bits of because we love similar things about New York and wherever we are. So 4K is definitely the man. For sure. 4K putting the smiley face. Whew. But yeah, we're going along, and more so now you just see, I mean, kind of the case for the past few blocks, but a lot of these beautiful like residential buildings, and you see a lot more of that, especially the further down you go. Like downtown Brooklyn, you'll see more high-rises. Well, that would have been cool for Lawrence to see, actually, because he mentioned the taller buildings. Downtown Brooklyn is almost like a mini, I don't say mini Midtown, but there's definitely taller buildings there, and it kind of makes you forget you're in a different borough like Brooklyn. So it's kind of cool to see. see what some of the people are saying. Haha. Let's see. Haha, no worries, 4K. Oh, let's see if I can make it. Oh, this guy was about to run me over, but he stopped, so that's cool. I'm also wearing a very red jacket, so definitely easier to spot. Oh, thank you. Wow. I don't know if that guy was pointing there, but I mean, I'm glad I looked, because see like the older buildings over here, like a beautiful house actually, and just like the area, I mean it's really gorgeous around here. Yeah, it's beautiful. You can certainly appreciate it more when there's not as many people out. Woo, that is wind. Don't appreciate that. Let's cross over. Wow. Whew. That was a little aggressive, but we're here, we're good. Gorgeous scenery, I'm jealous. No, don't be jealous. You got plenty of nice stuff over there too, 4K. But yeah, it really is beautiful. And I mean, of course I'm talking a lot, which for better or worse, but it's super quiet and you really just take it in. Here, a little random restaurant on the side. But yeah, really pretty area. And yeah, I think this is what I was hoping it would look like, and it does. So I'm really happy to show you guys. Uh-oh, breaking up a little bit. Let's see if that changes. Let's see if that changes. Also got the 20% warning on my battery. So let's see how far we can go. I brought an extra battery. Actually, I can plug that in at some point, but I think we're okay for now. 20% should get us a little further. But yeah, kind of have like these old stores on the side here. Brooklyn Public House. Of course, a lot of them are closed. That was fast, Blada. Yeah. Charged it up, but the streaming takes a little chunk of the battery. Get your backside of Fort Greene Park. Yeah, you know, I think I'll make it to Fort Greene Park, and then I'll just plug in my charger. And you guys will probably just hear the audio coming out of the phone versus the mic. But it's only so windy in certain spots, so hoping that isn't too problematic, but we'll see. Yeah, we're in the, of course, once we're in the really pretty area, that's when stuff gets funny. Streaming drains the phone fast, plus the mic we use powered by the phone. Yeah, that's thanks for explaining that. I know that some of the technical stuff I'm a little more aware of, but yeah, exactly. So the Bluetooth that our mics use are powered by the phone, so that comes out of the battery, and obviously the Bluetooth itself pulls a little battery too. So plus streaming like this, kind of, you're making me want to go back up, but my legs are tired from the first track. You know what? It's Donna. I used to play a lot of basketball when I was younger, and definitely when you would play all day and then come home, and then your body kind of like swells up for a second. You kind of don't want to move, but if you still got that adrenaline going, you're like, yeah, I'll go and grab a pizza. But I totally know what you mean. Actually, I'm thinking I could probably. The screen is also on the entire time. Yes, that too, 4K. I'm thinking I'll use this spot to kind of plug in, if you guys don't mind. At least 19 of you guys are here, so hopefully you guys aren't too upset. iPods, so I can kind of stand it up in a different way, and I'll probably face it towards me too, because we can look at each other finally. Let's see. Let's turn this around. All right. What's up? Cool. So let me see. Guys, you see I got a lot of snow here, but the batteries are in here too, so we can try to I'll leave the gloves on. Let's see what we got. Got these little portable things. This one's low. So we'll check. I actually have two. So let's see. Yay, we got I don't know if you guys can see that, but we got lights. So that means that we can plug in at least. So let's see how this goes. Oh man. This is like the non-sexy part of live streaming. But now that I said it out loud, I don't think there is a sexy part about this. Oh, there's a cute dog over there. Oh, I'll show you guys. A big booba. Alright, let's see. Let's see how we can do this. And I just parked in front of like a restaurant. Oh, your gloves heated. No, they're not. They're just really thick. It's funny, Vlada kind of said in a story the other day. I don't know if it was on a stream or what, but she bought these gloves because on Amazon it said like I think small, but she tried them on. They were super big. And I'm like, sure, and they fit me perfectly. Actually, I'm gonna unplug for a second. Oh, this is actually my mic setup. So I wasn't kidding. I wrapped it in plastic and then taped it up. So kind of just gotta do what you gotta do. But just back to your question, Sammy. No, my gloves aren't heated, but they're super thick and super warm. So I've been able to kind of rock out with these and not have too many issues. Yeah, so I'm just throwing this in my pocket real quick. Let's see. Should throw it in here. Let's see. You guys also have so many pockets, I don't know where to put it and what, so it's kind of what's happening. Throw that down there. Cool. And yes, Vlada regifted. I'm gonna just plug that in, guys. So let's see. Cool. So we should have, I don't know if it shows on there, but we should have light or battery going. So let's see how that goes. Cool. Cool. Thank you guys for bearing with me for a second there. Yeah, now we're really looking cool because we got a wire hanging out of the phone and you're just holding this up. But what is it? Roomies always share stuff. Yeah, Sammy, we're the best roommates, I swear. We you know, in New York, you just gotta find something that works, and we found that. Let's see, exactly, we share everything like all roomies do. Yes, like all roomies do. 4K laughing. Yeah, Vlada said it's too big for myself. Yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes on Amazon, it's on Amazon selling. I mean, it's on the site, but it's like the third party. So you could just buy something at a good price and then it's like, oh, this is not what I expected. So, let's see. Mic is good. Yeah, guys, sorry. Let me know how we're sounding just because I unplugged. I unplugged it, so it's all right now. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's coming right out of the phone now, so I might have to hold it closer to me. Because this guy, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the mic is actually here. Now you look bionic to us with all those devices. Ha! That's the intent, of course. Get out of the way. Yeah, of course. Let's see, Vlada's, your man is an icicle. Ah! I'm okay, honestly. It's just the snow around me, but I won't concern everyone too much. Plus, I mentioned, like, my body was, like, hot, so I had to, like, take my hoodie off. But we're rocking, we're still good. Your man's an icicle. Oh man, I mean, I don't want to wish that actually, but I'm definitely warm, and we're still rocking. So there might be a little more wind, guys. So just flagging that, so apologies in advance. But yeah, we're the park should look really pretty once we're at that point. And yeah, excited to show you guys. This also looks so funny. The wire just like in my pocket, so I look like a real cool guy now. But yeah, there's like a little park to the side of this. More sort of like a playground, but we keep going down to Calb here. Gotta have these smaller businesses to the sides. And yeah, it's a nice little walk down. We made through all of Bed-Stuy. We're kind of like in Fort Greene now. And yeah, I think, oh, you see people flooding ahead of us. Try to get out of the way for them. Come over here. But yeah, with this weather, we'll probably wrap up by downtown Brooklyn. And yeah, this is really pretty. Like these like really photogenic like streets that you just like see people like stand in the middle, have all the trees kind of surrounding you. Oh, let's see. Let me see if me turning the volume up. Let me know, guys, how it sounds now. I literally just turned the volume up on my phone. I don't know if that actually impacts that, but let me see if I could play with. Yeah, guys, let me know how the audio is. It sounds muffled. Let me see. Mic on. Off, mic on. How do you guys hear everything now? Let me know. Sounds muffled. Let's see. I'm curious if it makes a difference. Ooh, that guy almost killed me. Does it make a difference when I do the front-facing camera? Let me know, because obviously there's like the rear mic and the front one. So let me know what you guys think, if this sounds better. It might not. I guess I have to be real close, if anything, but is there any report? Oh, it sounds good, Vlada? Okay. Yeah, it's charging 4K, the phone. So that's in the port, but Vlada says it sounds better. Oh, cool, okay. That's so weird. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me, hold on, just wipe that. Yeah, I'll try this for a bit. I don't know if like the mic in the front is good. Okay. So now I'm in the position where if I turn my phone around, everyone's just gonna see themselves on the screen. So we can walk like this for a little bit. I'll turn around in a second. I think we're actually coming up on the park. So I wonder if anything is stuck in the mic, but it sounds better. The other sounds more like it's covered. Let's take a look actually. Hold on. Hopefully you guys didn't hear too much noise. I literally just blew into the lens, but I think the mic is right below it. So I'm gonna switch it and I guess let me know how it sounds. So let's see. Hey guys, let me know if it's still sounding funky. Because if it is, I can obviously plug the mic back in. Because I've charged for a little bit. I'm not 100% of course, but we're at the park, so with the technical difficulties, I'll try to probably just end here. Yeah, it's muffled still. Of course, it gets muffled right when we're at the park. Just do front facing. Yeah, that's kind of is what it is. But I'll hold it out too. So just let me know how that sounds. But yeah, we're coming up on the park now. There's, I think 4K alluded to it. He used a funny word, so I might be missing it, but it's okay, won't worry about it. We'll enjoy the beautiful face. So kind, so kind. But yeah, we're in the front of the park now. I'll turn it around because it's actually really pretty. So, let's see. And for obvious reasons, I can't see the screen. So, hopefully you guys can see how pretty it is here. Just see. People saying stuff in the comments. It's okay, give us that $1 million smile. Let's see, smiling while that looks like Winter Wonderland. A face any mother could love. Hope, you know, that's hope, at least as long as my mama loves it, that's all that matters. But but yeah, we're here. I'm gonna try to like turn it around a bit. I'm actually thinking what might make the most sense because it's pretty open in the middle, but the side, actually I'll walk along the sides only because the buildings along the side of the park almost add to the beauty because there's these really pretty brownstones, and anyone that like visits, walking alongside, you really get a nice view too. So I'll turn that around here actually. So yeah, we came in from that corner over there, and yeah, kind of along, we'll see better in a second, but like along these streets you have like these pretty brownstones, and really nice to see, really make the area what it is. So I'll turn it around when I'm not pointing the camera. Go to the monument, but you gotta climb. Yeah, you know, so there 4K, because this walkway I'm taking now, it wraps around, so we'll be able to kind of see it. But kind of like these streets down here, that looks kind of cool actually, the red and the green. But yeah, like these streets alongside the park and these pretty brownstones really make the area look really gorgeous. Oh, look at this little guy. Cute dog. But yeah, of course you guys came to see the park, but this is it. I mean, we see people, I don't know if you guys can hear me, so apologies, but what's people saying? Your mama love your face, I sure hope so. She does, she does. She says I look like my uncle, so they're not the best of friends, but you know, sibling rivalry. What do people say? It looks like people are sledding and enjoying it. Love brownstones. Yeah, Brian said. But yeah, I'll point it around the sides. Yeah, so these brownstones are just gorgeous. And I think it was Vlada. People sledding. Yeah, I was had a feeling. I know Vlada and I walked through here once, and there were people. Oh, sorry. There were people, or rather, there was like paths of people sledding. But yeah, let's actually walk up here. Kinda. I'm just gonna turn around. It really feels so funny holding the camera the other way because they're just seeing themselves. So people are probably like, "Oh, do you know if you're pointing it the right way?" But we're good. Let's see what people said. Meet him, have a snowball fight. Nah, I don't. These kids they're built different, Sammy. I don't know. I remember people used to throw snow, and you know that used to be a snowball fight. Now they're gonna have like some kind of weird thing that shoots out of something else. I'm gonna be like, wait, I didn't sign up for this. So, oh my goodness, Vlad, I hope you're looking. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's cute. See the dog over here too. Yeah, that was a corgi. Hope you. Oh yeah, Vlad saw it. Let's see what people are saying. Sammy BK. Okay, hey, they're offspring. Oh no, I'm kidding, Maria. She loves me. I'm her only child, so we're good. We're good. Corgi butt. Vlad, I don't know if you can see it, but the corgi butt is bouncing. If anyone isn't aware, corgis have like these really fluffy like bodies, and Vlad is pointing this out more so than me just knowing, but like they just have like fluffy butts. Anyway, corgis, dogs out. So, oh look at these guys in the snow. Yeah, of course when I have to turn the camera around, that's when the wind is blowing in my face. After Isaac, they stopped making kids. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera on in a second, and you guys will see tons of kids out. And I had a feeling there's a lot of families that live in this area. So, Jim Ron, where's this in what street? We're actually in Fort Greene Park, so right off DeKalb and it kind of crosses kind of all the way down here. So there's a lot of cross streets, but you have like downtown Brooklyn in that direction. So we started our walk in Bushwick, walked through Bed-Stuy, kind of in Fort Greene now. And I guess to answer your question, we're in Brooklyn, so I guess that's the part of New York we're in. But also I'm turning the camera around a little bit because I'm charging my phone, and apparently the back audio isn't working, so I have to do the front facing one, but I'll turn it around. There's a lot of people out. Yeah, so there's like a party over here. Wow. Wow. Kind of cool, huh? Oh my god. Oh my god, some kids are knocking into each other. Gotta go. Let's see. Funny. Oh, thank you, Sammy. Thank you for joining. We'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully. You should make a quick video of this before you go. Yeah, I'm planning to 4K. I know that this live streaming thing, you get these technical difficulties. But yeah, I think definitely want to record because it's gorgeous out here. And that should always be able to, I mean, all these videos live on the channel, but that will be no exception. I want to come play there. Donna, same. Just seeing the kids on the sleds, it's like, I don't know, it brings you back to like, I don't know, a simpler time. I'm sure everyone can like attest to that. Oh. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we're about to come up on the monument 4K alluded to a second ago. And 4K is a pleasing things, of course. But yeah, I'll turn it around so you guys can kind of see. Whew, this snow gets deep. But yeah, we're at this monument here. We're walking towards it. The snow here is, yeah, this has been a workout, but it's been fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Oh man. Whew. I don't know if it's better to hold it towards that or what, because the wind is blowing. Where did Jim say? Where is he? I'm in Fort Greene Park, Jim. I don't have exact coordinates on my person, but it's in Brooklyn, right off of downtown Brooklyn, and kind of coming out of like Bed-Stuy and Fort Greene. Yeah, thank you, 4K. But yeah, I mean, it's New York's big, so it's a honest question. But yeah, that's a monument up here. Really gorgeous. And obviously, we just walked along that, so that's where all the kids were and stuff, like sledding, and just a gorgeous view. Hope you guys enjoy this. Yeah, monument here. Walk a little closer to it too, but yeah, guys. Just due to like some technical difficulties, and we're at 2 hours plus now, which is crazy. But just went up some stairs too. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little impromptu stream here, and we're hoping that see me. What's going on? Oh, I'm feeling. I've never felt old before. This is it. There we go. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining. Get the monument in the back there. But again, thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope everyone is staying safe and warm, and I guess living through the people walking through this stuff. I know there'll probably be a lot of videos like this, but the people who are able to join today's, we really, Vlad and I appreciate it. Vlad is in the chat saying love it, wish I was there, wish you were here too, of course. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys hopefully in the next stream or the next video we post, but you guys are awesome, and yeah, so peace everybody.